YouTube. It's your boy, Brother Dennis. And today is the day that the Lord has made. Today is Sunday. What a beautiful day. Put a couple peanuts out there for the young birds. I'm just feeding and watering them, so I shut them out for a little bit because I had this door open. I forgot to shut them out for a minute. Well, let me tell you, these pigeons, man, you live and you learn. So, to make a long story short, my pigeon story, story of Choir Boy. When I first built this loft, I had one pair of pigeons, Mr. 500 and First Lady. My first two pigeons I ever owned. They were gifted to me from Adrian P. Very good bloodline, very good pigeon racer, got very good birds. Everybody that knows anything about pigeon racing knows Adrian. I hear a lot of people on YouTube talking about how they got birds from Adrian. And well, anyway, I was in Maryland. I lived in an apartment. I moved down here. I built this loft, and I put Mr. 500 and First Lady in the loft. They were in the loft by themselves. 3 weeks later, I rode to Mike's Rocky Ridge house, and I got 2 more cocks and 3 hens. And I figured, you know, what the hell? I just let them all free fly in the loft, or whatever you call it. Have a free loft, whatever you call it. Well, that was my mistake. I should have locked all the cocks in the box. Well, Mike told me that he had a bully cock. And Mr. 500, I've never seen him around another male, but Mr. 500 basically claimed the whole loft for his. He beat Mr. Tough Guy, which was the bully cock. He beat Mr. Tough Guy, and the third cock I had no name for, but the third cock didn't want any trouble. He was like submissive. He would run around and hide, but I noticed that he had a hen that would hang out with him no matter what. So Mr. Tough Guy 500 would beat Mr. Tough Guy up. Mr. Tough Guy would beat up the third cock. Mr. 500 would beat up the third cock. So everybody was beating up this third cock, this third male. But he had a hen, and this hen is loyal. She's faithful, and she was the hen that laid the eggs on the perch, the eggs that broke, because the third cock, her man couldn't claim a box for himself because Mr. 500 claimed them all. And me not knowing any better, I should have locked them in a box. But you live and you learn. So I locked Mr. 500 in a box. But then Mr. Tough Guy started beating up the third cock. So I locked Mr. Tough Guy in a box. But then Curtis sent me 2 more males and a female because I had an extra hen. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. I'm going to go ahead and lock up the third cock that I got, the one I got from Mike, and his hen. And I mean, this hen is loyal. This hen loves her man. So I call her wifey now because she's a good wife. She loved her man. She loved her hen. She loved her rooster, her cock. She loves. Oh boy. So it came to me. Choir Boy. That's what I'm naming him. Choir Boy. Guess what, y'all? Choir Boy and wifey are sitting on an egg. You gonna show us the egg, Choir Boy? Who's sitting on it? Is it wifey? Who is that? Yeah, it's wifey. Stand up, little wifey. See the egg? There's an egg right there. Hopefully she'll lay another one tonight. But that's Choir Boy. That's the story of Choir Boy. You know, they say nice guys finish last. Well, you know what? Choir Boy's a nice guy. He's not that big. He's a beautiful bird. That's him right there. Very beautiful bird. Got him from Mike. Good bloodlines. He's smaller bird. And look at this other cock. These other Look at Mr. Tough Guy, and I look at Mr. 500. Mr. 500 is a 500-mile racer. He's a big, strong bird. This guy seems to be evenly matched with 500. It's just that Mr. 500 has too much dog in him. But this guy, I was gonna call him something else, but I like Choir Boy. I was gonna call him Switzerland because he don't want no trouble. But you know what? I like Choir Boy better. And guess what? That little blue bar hen loves her some Choir Boy. Nice little pair. Man, that's my third egg, y'all. This little loft is a new beginning for me. A new beginning for these birds. You know, they're gonna make a name here. And I got the other cage fronts ready for these two. These are the two pair I got from Curtis. Well, I didn't get to. Well, I'm sorry. Sometimes I misspeak, but I got a male from Curtis, right? And that's him over there in the corner to the right here, and that's his hen, the dark check. This white flight male, that's a male right here with the white flights. That's his hen up there, the one I got from Mike. And Lonely, she's a beautiful bird. She sits on that perch. She loves that perch. She stays up there constantly, 24/7. But I'm gonna put them in a box tomorrow. Today is the day the Lord made. I'm not doing nothing today. I fed and watered them, come and check on them, and that's it. Tell me if I'm doing something wrong, y'all, because they seem like they don't eat the corn anymore. They were tearing this Bertolaga racing formula up, but now I guess because they're in breed mode, they pick out the corn. They throw it all over the floor. They don't eat it. So I know the young birds ain't eating it. I'm gonna save it and give it to this guys for his chickens. But I'm building some more nest fronts. They're all gonna have boxes like this. I turned the bowls around. I got smart. I turned the bowls around to the inside, which they can make a little bit of a mess. But the other birds that are flying, can't land on it and steal their food and flip the gates over and fight and all that. So I try to keep my loft calm. But yeah, these birds are beautiful birds, man. I really respecting these birds. I really do. And I don't know, but we gotta come up with some names for these guys. But yeah, I'll come up with names for the breeders, not the young birds. But yeah, it's a very sophisticated female right there. That dark check is a female. Blue check, dark check, something. With the green band. And that's an older band, but what happened was, I think the story Curtis told me was, I guess it was COVID or whatever. She's a 20 or 21, and the guy couldn't get no band, so he put an older band on her. But she's actually a 21 bird, and that's her male in the corner over there. I seen them breeding. Yeah, Mr. Lover Boy. Maybe that's what I call him, Mr. Lover Boy. Mr. Loverboy is getting it in. I seen them breeding. Them too. Oh, matter of fact, I'm going to call him Rick James. That's the name for him. That's Rick James and Tina Marie. That's what I'm calling. Yeah, Rick James. I'm going to call him Rick James because he's a super freak. Super freak. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, white flights here. I guess I can call him Pretty Boy. Pretty Boy, he's going to be locked up with her. I'm gonna try to breed them together. I got 2 more boxes down here. I wanted to see if they would pick them boxes on their own. I see feathers in that one. I don't know about this one down here. What about this one? Somebody's been in it. They moved the yeah, but I'm gonna check up here. What do y'all? Let me see what I can see up here. Yeah, well, I know there's no eggs because there's no hen or nobody's sitting on it, but yeah, I'm gonna take that box down once I lock everybody up. I don't want nobody up there breeding. But yeah, Mr. Choir Boy, y'all. Choir Boy and Wifey, they got them an egg. And hopefully they'll lay another one tonight. But he's a small cock, man. Look at him. He's a small, probably a fast sprinter type. And she's a nice bird too, man. So thanks, Mike. This pair came from Mike. Both of them, the male and the female. Rocky Ridge, Choir Boy, and Wifey. But yeah, y'all. And I just seen them kissing. I just caught y'all kissing. So hopefully they'll they look like they're mated. They're not fighting. They look like they're mated. Mr. Tough Guy, I gotta get your girl a name. Huh? How about Becky? Becky with the good hair, Mr. Tough Guy. Yeah. Look like you'd mate with a Becky. It's a pretty hen though. But and them youngins don't fly. You know what they say? They eat pigeons in Carolina. But yeah, y'all. The story of Choir Boy. The perseverance story. You know? Look at my creeper right there. Creeping up on me.
Yeah. What's happening?
You're the young birds. Put some peanuts out there. Don't startle them. Put some peanuts out there for them. I'm gonna let them go next week, y'all. I'm gonna start loft flying them. I made my mind up. I'm gonna open this cage up and I'm gonna let them flap around. You know, I pray that I don't lose any of them. I got some peanuts to try to get them to come back home. Try to sneak them some peanuts. I'll scrape this loft tomorrow. It's not that bad. I just need to scrape it. But yeah, y'all. I haven't even started bob training them yet. I'm more concerned about them flying away and not coming back than trap training them. But I'll start trap training them next week also, I guess. Threw a couple peanuts out there. Hope they eat them. They splattered them around. But there's some beautiful birds. I guess this is a white flight. Yeah, there's that hen that jumps down. I pray she's a hen. I think she is. She puffs up a lot though. I think she's looking for her man, because he's puffed up too. Yeah, I don't know what that puff up means. Anybody knows when they puff up what that means, let me know. But she's puffed up. Maybe she's hungry. But yeah, she's a nice bird. Can y'all see her down there? She's right there by the food. Yeah, I like watching the pigeons, man. Yeah. I like watching the pigeons. She's trying to go out, Mr. Yeah, there they go. There goes the rumble. There they go. There you go. They're fighting, y'all. He's like, get away from my girl. Mr. Loverboy is like, pretty boy, get away from my girl. Rick James is like, that's my girl. Get away from Tina Marie. Rick James, you leave her alone. I'm pretty sure she's a female because she hasn't been doing any cooing, chasing any other hens, and she hasn't. The males haven't been like fighting her. So I know she's a hen. Mike told me she was a hen. I believe him. I'm not good enough yet. Only way I know they're hens when they lay the eggs. So I know this video is getting dragged out, man, but this is for the true pigeon people that want to just see pigeons, man. And like the story of Choir Boy. Choir Boy laid an egg, new beginning. Every day's a new beginning. You just gotta make it too. You just gotta make it. Let's see if they start. Let's see. Oh, that's a hen too. That's the hen. That's Tina Marie. There goes Rick James. He drives her hard though. So, yeah. There you go, cooing. Yeah, I think they claimed that bottom box. I'm not sure. I'll see tonight. I was gonna let. Oh, he went way up top. And now he's calling her up there. He's trying to. Uh-oh. Why did she fly up there? I want to see. Oh, she flew up to her perch. Yeah, she likes them perches up there. Rick James, you lead pretty boys. You got a girl. Told you he's a super freak. See, that's what he's doing. He's guarding his female. That's a mated pair right there. So he stays around her. He drives her, pushes her. I want to see what box he claims. That way I lock Pretty Boy in the other box. So yeah, see how he's chasing Pretty Boy? He's showing that he's seeing. And then Pretty Boy, he's so worried about getting beat up, he won't breed with the other female or whatever because, you know, so I got to lock them in a box. So I'll find out. I'm just going to pick a box for Rick James and Tina Marie, and then I'll leave them locked up. My plan is to leave the birds locked up until they have eggs. So tomorrow when I lock these two pair up, then I'm gonna let Mr. 500 and First Lady, I'm gonna open their box up because they're gonna sit on their eggs. They're gonna take care of their eggs. Everybody else will be locked up. So I'll start rotating them, getting them out. Once the cocks realize what boxes are theirs and they respect each other, then it'll get to the point that everybody can come out. But until then, we're gonna do his best to get some eggs. So if they gotta be locked up, that's what is gonna happen. Cause that's the way I see other people doing it. Gotta lock the males up so they understand which box is theirs. You want to know who's the dominant cocks? Watch who gets the top boxes, the top perches. The dominant cocks, they like being up high over everybody else. So at least that's what I've learned. So Mr. 500, since he earned it, he's on top. And Tough Guy's next. Choir Boy's third. And I guess I'm going to put Rick James fourth and Pretty Boy fifth. Because I don't want nobody on the top, all the way up top. This wasn't even supposed to be a nesting area up here. I just had put a bowl up there because everybody I kept seeing Choir Boy, and once I locked Mr. 500 up, I kept seeing Choir Boy up there, and I thought that he was claiming it, but no, he was hiding. He was hiding in that back corner because they was picking on him. So take that nest bowl down, and see, there they go. There's Pretty Boy and the hen. So maybe they are pairing up. There's Pretty Boy and there's the hen. But Mr. Lover Boy is not going to let him claim a box either. So I got to lock them up tomorrow to get them eggs going. So I'm getting it down. I'm getting it down. So shout out to everybody that helps me. That's been helping me. Shout out to Curtis. Curtis gave me a lot of good advice. Sent me some good birds. Shout out to Adrian, Eric, Mike from Rocky Ridge. New beginning. Yeah, man, this loft is, we're going to make it happen, man. We're going to make it happen. And just to reiterate, them birds that Curtis sent me and the birds I got from Mike and the bird I got from Adrian, they're like, these are some of the best birds in the world. So, and Silvio. Can't forget about Silvio. So, my race season don't start till the end of September. I should be able to have enough birds breeding. Maybe I could pick up a couple more young birds if anybody wants to send me a couple, like 4 or something like that. I could probably use 4 or 6. But my plan is to have 10 or 15 of my own with the pairs I got now. So I'm probably gonna breed 2 rounds from now. So, and then maybe a 3rd round for young birds to replace young birds that I lose during the year, and I have some for old bird season next year. So I have a little bit left over for old bird season next year. Because if I get some winners and some diploma winners or whatever, or some straight up, you know, I'll put them in the breeding loft. But then again, you know, if their parents, see, that's the thing. That's what I don't understand about breeding, from breeding dogs. I understand a little bit about breeding. And this is what I'm going to leave it. If you have a breeding pair and they produce winners, and people automatically take them winners and put them in the breeding loft, but those winners, they didn't produce winners. They won, but it was the mother and father that produced that pigeon. So why not keep breeding the mother and the father? Because they're the ones that are proven breeders. Not every proven racer is a proven breeder. Just remember that, y'all. And with that, I'm gonna say, there they go, kissing. Woody's in the way. I don't want to disturb my opening the door, but there they go, they're mating again. Rick James and Tina Marie, that's all they do is they mate. There they go. The wood is directly in the way of the camera. Try to get y'all a shot, but they're out there mating on the aviary. Yep, there he goes mating. There he goes. He's like literally he's mating. They're mating. Doing his dance, y'all. Doing his dance. They're kissing. Kissing. Yeah, she's gonna lay down in a minute. He's gonna mount her. I disturbed him. Yeah, I tried to catch it, y'all. But just trust me, Rick James ain't playing no games. Rick James is a breeding machine. He's a super freak. He's driving that hen. He's breeding that hen. They're copulating all the time. So they'll be laying eggs. So I'm gonna lock them up tomorrow. Curtis told me they was breeding at his house and he got rid of the eggs because he wanted them to breed here. So they're gonna come around here and catch them. Yeah, they're always breeding, man. They're always breeding. Rick James, Tina Marie. I see you, beautiful. I see you. I see you. I see you. Shout out to Choir Boy, man. Good for you, man. Nice guys don't always finish last. So today's the day the Lord made. I'm gonna go in the house and rest on this day. Remember, everybody, man. No matter how bad no matter how bad it looks, man, tomorrow is always a chance for a new beginning. Just, look towards the hills from where your help comes from. And if you don't know what that means, pick the Bible up. Peace, y'all.